Do you see the painted picture of time? Rather than the traditional scythe, he's holding a huge pendulum.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be answering your questions. I posted a video just listed as Q&A, and I got some questions on YouTube, and I also got some questions on Instagram. So I'm going to be answering those for you. So first, from the Instagram questions, I have from Sarah Sin. What is the #1 feeling that makes you instantly happy? That's really like a hard question. Something that makes me like instantly happy, I don't know. Thinking about going on vacation, I guess, or being able to go out with like my friends and family or something like that. And then she also asks, what do you miss the most? I miss my grandmother the most. She used to live with me when I was growing up at my parents' house from the time I was born till the time I was, I think it was 19 years old. So yeah, I would give anything to see her again. And then we have a question from Dark Lisa 81. She's actually my friend that used to live here, and now she moved to Portugal. But she asks, which Golden Girl are you? Because she knows I love the Golden Girls. I don't know, probably Dorothy, because I'm tall and like awkward, and she was always like the loser one of the group, I guess. So maybe Dorothy. So that's it for Instagram. Now let me check on YouTube. So let's see. Gothic Soulflower asks, how long have you been goth? Probably since I was, I think, 16, I want to say. I think when I was 15, I started to get like into like metal and stuff like that, and then I started going out with this guy who was into the goth scene and everything like that, and his friend, and so then that got me kind of into it more. So then, yeah, I would say like 16 years old is when I started. Abigail Sharpless, I think you pronounce it. What makeup brand do you use? I use a bunch of different things. Right now I have on Kat Von D foundation, concealer, and some of her liquid eyeliner, even though I don't really care for it that much. And then I use Urban Decay, like eyeshadow, Anastasia for like my eyebrows. And I think my lipstick is, I forget. I think it's just some generic brand from like Maybelline or L'Oreal or something. So, but I use all different stuff. Mostly Kat Von D and mostly Urban Decay. They're my favorite. And Almay, as far as liquid eyeliner, that's what I use. And then she also asks, do you have any pets? No, not right now. I had a dog. He passed away about, I think, 2 years ago. His name was Pepper. He was a black Cairn Terrier. So I think you guys know I'm a pet sitter, and I had been walking him for somebody, and the guy ended up going through a situation where he couldn't keep the dog anymore, so he was giving it up, and the dog was, I think, 16 at the time. I started walking the dog when he was 14, and then when he turned 16, the guy couldn't keep him anymore, so he was like, do you know anybody that wants him? And then I was like, yeah, I'll take him. Like, I just felt horrible. He was an old dog, like, who was, you know, if he brought him to a pound, like, nobody was gonna adopt him. So I took him in, and yeah, he was a great dog. He lasted till he was 18 years old, and I didn't adopt any more pets because I'm a pet sitter and I have dogs that I board in my house, and it's just too much with, you know, confrontation with other dogs and fights and things like that. So I don't really want to deal with that, because I usually just take on one dog at a time, so there's no fights. Because I had an instance where there was a fight here, and I actually ended up getting bit and had to go to the ER, so that wasn't fun. So, no, I don't have any pets, but, you know, I'm always having a dog here, so it's kind of like you know, sharing the dog with the owner. So Gothcast video asks, 1, are you a fan of the Sandman / Death graphic novels? I've never heard of them before. I love to read, so I would definitely check into them. You know, they sound pretty cool. So, but no, I don't know what they are. 2, is there a goth band that is really popular that you don't like? I think like people go crazy for Sisters of Mercy. Like I don't think that they're bad. I don't like all of their stuff. I think some of the stuff can be boring, but I wouldn't say that I dislike them. So no. Number 3, do you like Dario Argento films? They wrote thanks. I probably don't know that many films, Dario Argento films, but the ones I have seen I do like. Magniloquent Murmurs, I think that's correct, asks, where have you traveled? So within the United States, let's see, I've traveled to, well, I'm from Massachusetts. I've been to New Hampshire, I've been to Maine, I've been to Connecticut, Rhode Island, and then I took a trip to Texas. I went to San Antonio, Texas, and Austin, Texas. I really enjoyed San Antonio. I thought it was beautiful there. I've been to California, San Diego, Los Angeles, Orange County, a bunch of different places over there. Just recently went to Disneyland there and Universal. Where else have I been? I've been to South Dakota. I went to Deadwood, South Dakota because I was really into the HBO series Deadwood. And I wanted to go there, and it was kind of boring. It was mostly just like casinos and stuff like that. So there wasn't really much to do, but I'm glad I experienced it. But I've driven across country, so I've been through a lot of states, not so much stopping in them. I stopped in Colorado. I went to a museum there. I stopped in Wyoming and did a museum there. I don't know if I said Florida. I've been to Florida, to Disney World in Orlando. I've also been to Miami, Florida. Oh, I've been to Maryland. I went to Maryland to go see like the 80s band Kix play. And I think I did like a couple activities while I was there. And then I used to go to Maryland for the M3 Festival, which was like a bunch of like 80s bands would play, and it was like a 2-day event. I used to go there every year, but I haven't been in a while. Pennsylvania, I've been there. I think that's it for the United States. And then I've been to Canada. I went to Montreal with a bunch of friends when I was younger, and then I went again another time to see Cirque du Soleil in Canada. I forget exactly where it was. As far as other countries, I've been to Italy. My family's from Italy, so I have a bunch of family that lives there, and I went with my father and my sister there a couple times when I was younger, and then when I got older, I think I was like in my late 20s, I went with a group of friends. We went on a tour of Italy. We went to a bunch of places like Milan, Rome, Venice. It was like all over the place. We went there, so that was cool. I think that is it for foreign countries. I think I've only been to Italy. I mean, there's a bunch of places that I want to go to, but I don't know if I'll ever get there. Number 2, from the same person. Are you now or have you ever been in a band? Not really. I've been playing guitar since I was 14, and there was a friend of mine, she played bass, and we would get together with other people and have jam sessions and things like that. And then I've just gotten together with some other people and done some stuff, but not like an official band or anything like that. Just messing around mostly. I mean, I've played a couple times in front of people in like a bar setting, and then like different like events and parties and things like that, but no, never like had like a band with like a name or anything like that. I mean, I would have liked to, but it just never happened. And 3, what would be some fun names for your memoirs? Oh God. What? I don't know. The Disastrous Life of Midnight Owl. Maybe that one. That would be a good one. And then, the Kilted Goth asks, what is your favorite music you like to play on guitar? I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite. I like playing like 80s rock and metal and stuff like that, but then I also like to pick up the acoustic guitar and just play like random, like different things that I listen to, because I listen to like a wide range of music. Or what is your favorite track? Oh my God, I can't answer that. I don't have a favorite track from a band because it's just, there's so much to choose from, I just couldn't pick. And who is your ultimate guitarist? Well, I don't listen to a ton of their stuff, but the band Dream Theater, they were like really talented. So maybe their guitarist, John Petrucci, would probably be my favorite because I mean, he's just an awesome guitar player in general. Acumortis asks, 1, when did you first start using the internet regularly? Oh God. My 20s, I think. I wouldn't even know, like mid 20s maybe, at work. Like instead of like working, I would mess around and be playing on the computer, like instant messaging people and just like looking up stuff, I guess. But as far as like really getting into the computer and like, you know, it's when you get a smartphone, I guess, and you're like constantly on it, like playing games or checking Facebook or Instagram, you know, social media that people use, Twitter, and then doing like the YouTube thing and being on there. So probably like my late 20s maybe I started really using the computer regularly. 2, do you remember the first albums you bought? Yeah, probably like crappy stuff. Well, no, I wouldn't say crappy because I still like them, but New Kids on the Block, I think I bought a couple of their, like, I mean albums, but like, you know, it could be like a tape, a CD, or an actual vinyl. I bought New Kids like on tape, and I had like a bunch of other bands on, and then once I got into like metal and stuff like that, I was buying like Skid Row and Motley Crue and things like that on tape. Those were like probably some of my first albums that I bought, but definitely New Kids on the Block was like the big thing. 3, are there any musicians, bands you can't stand at all besides Korn, right? Ha ha ha. I just don't like that whole like grindcore type of music. I'm not into it. I don't even really know who even fits into that category. Like Slipknot maybe. I don't really like them. Are they considered that? I'm not too sure, but I don't like them. Oh, I don't like Pink Floyd. I maybe like one song by them, but other than that, I think they're really just boring, and I can't deal with them. I don't like Rush. In one of my other videos with my friend Rick, who loves Rush, I'm like making fun of them. I like Rush's music. I don't like the singing. I can't stand it. Like, I just can't deal with it. That's the only thing. That's the only bands I can probably think of off the top of my head. Marvin's Channel asks, what is your favorite Tim Burton movie? Probably The Nightmare Before Christmas or Sleepy Hollow. I don't know, I can't really pick between the two. They're just, I mean, one's like, you know, what does he do, like claymation or whatever it is, and Nightmare Before Christmas, the other one's with real people, so it's kind of hard to choose, but between those two. 2, are you looking forward to Fantastic Beasts and where to find them? Now, so obviously he asked this question before it came out, and yes, I was really looking forward to it because I love all the Harry Potter films. And I'll have to say that I did just see that movie not too long ago, a couple days ago, and I wasn't very impressed. That's all I'm going to say. And then he asks, what Marvel/DC film you looking forward to next year? I don't really keep up with the Marvel DC stuff at all. Like, is that like, you know, like Captain America and the Avengers and all those and Thor? Like, I like those movies. I don't know what's supposed to be coming out because I just don't follow them. But I do like to see them when they do come out. Eric asks, what is your favorite horror movie? I don't think that I really have a favorite horror movie. I do like horror movies, but I'm not like, I don't go crazy for them. I wouldn't say they're my favorite type of movies. Like fantasy is probably my favorite. But I don't know, if I had to pick one, like probably like the Halloween movies. One of those are probably, like, I think maybe like the first one or something is probably my favorite as far as horror and stuff like that. So that was the end of the questions. Hope that I answered them well enough for you guys. It's hard when you're on the spot and then, you know, to answer questions like those. I think before I had scrolled through them, but I didn't really think about them, and just looking at them now on my phone is when and answering them to you guys is when I really thought about them, and they were pretty difficult to answer, so good job, guys. But thank you guys for asking the questions. Let me know what you think of these answers, if you agree or you disagree with any of them yourselves. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Like some advice for baby-bats or teenage goths, younger goths, just sort of what I went through.